Alright, my friends, so today was supposed to be my day of rest. I'm greasy, I'm gross, I was gonna lay in bed and watch TV, but I have to give some quick thoughts on the Ashley St. Clair, Elon Musk situation. If you have no idea what's going on, I'm jealous, it means you have a life. Let me preface this by saying I'm going to give you my take based on the information and the evidence readily available right now. In 24 hours, something new might come out, there might be a new bombshell, and I could be eating crow. But I'm gonna do what I always do and give you my take right now. I also like to look at these stories and say, what is the life lesson? What are we supposed to glean from this? Because these stories, they're in the headlines for a few days, they're ephemeral, they're fleeting, but we have to take something away from it. And when I look at the Ashley St. Clair situation, I think the lesson is this. Ladies, listen to your friend Link here for a second. It doesn't matter if the guy's a billionaire or the bartender from down the street. If you decide to have a baby out of wedlock with a man with no contract, no agreement, things could get dicey down the line. There's no guarantee the guy's gonna show up 7 days a week for you and that baby. There's no guarantee he's going to show up and be the man you want him to be at all. Part of being an adult means making adult decisions, and adult decisions have adult consequences. Anytime you enter into a relationship, you go to bed, you could contract something, you could get your heart broken, you could get pregnant, and that's what happened here. I think what we're really looking at is a young woman who's disappointed that the guy she had a baby with isn't showing up for her in her life the way she wants him to. But honestly, that's life. There are times as a kid when you want your parents to show up for you in a certain way and they let you down. There are times when your best friends, you want them to show up for you in a certain way and they let you down too. Just because the guy's worth hundreds of billions of dollars doesn't mean he's gonna be a perfectly great guy who shows up and does everything you want him to. And you knew who he was when you had a baby with him. Ashley St. Clair, she also had a baby from a previous guy. This is not someone who's new to the game. Now, where Ashley St. Clair is giving me Meghan Markle vibes is she says she wants privacy, she doesn't want to be doxxed, she can't go out with the baby, but then last night she does a full sit-down interview and photo shoot with the New York Post. This is a PR crisis. If you're trying to play the victim and you're negotiating with a man about custody because her attorney has been negotiating with Elon behind the scenes, you don't go do a sit-down interview and photo shoot with the New York Post. And also this witchy look she was doing with the black hair, the black lacy see-through top, the all-black outfit, the bracelets, the necklace, that is not serving you in any way. I would have worn something cream. I would have tried to at least look a little bit like a victim and like a woman who's been left high and dry. I also question this narrative that she's been left high and dry because in the New York Post and the Daily Mail, it was credibly reported that Elon Musk allegedly pays for her apartment. It's about 5 figures a month, about $12,000 or $14,000, it said in the article. He pays for her security. She has a car he gave her. The other people in the building were going, how does this girl who's just an influencer and doesn't really work, how does she have a fancy Cybertruck and live in this building in the financial district of New York City? So Elon Musk, it's not like he's not there for you at all. I also have to say, her attorney, Brian, I looked into him. I'm not sure he's the A-team, but nonetheless, he has been negotiating with Elon Musk on a custody arrangement. If you are in some type of mediation or legal situation with the father of your child, going to the press should be the last resort. Once you go to the press, you give away all leverage and you look thirsty and you look Meghan Markle-esque. I want privacy, don't take my picture, give me privacy, but then you're doing a photo shoot with the New York Post. You even had your feet out in the photo shoot. Now, I'm not faulting her for falling in love with Elon or engaging in some relationship with the guy. He's smart, he's pretty good looking, he builds rocket ships that go into the stratosphere. There's nothing more phallic than a frickin' rocket ship taking off to space. I understand why women fall for Elon Musk, but he's also kind of a Nick Cannon guy who has a bunch of kids with a bunch of ladies. He's probably gonna have dozens of kids by the time he dies. So if a guy already has 4 previous baby mothers and he also has a dozen children already, why do you think you are going to be special? You know what the deal is. You know when you get pregnant, you're a woman, you know your body. I've spoken to my girls, they all agree with me on this. You know what could happen. If you decide to have that child, things are gonna get complicated. I also have to say what's disappointing is when she's posting on the internet, Ashley St. Clair, she's been doing these long posts and then deleting them. Her kid is going to grow up and Google itself someday. The kid's gonna say, oh, I wanna look up mom and dad and see their relationship. Well, guess what? Now it's out there that there's been drama playing out in the public. You could have just left that behind the scenes, but now there's no turning back. The last thing I'll say is this. I just call it like I see it. I'm gonna have to be honest. Ashley St. Clair is putting out this narrative that her privacy was being invaded. She couldn't even take the kid out for a walk because someone might have seen it. I'm in New York City right now. I walked past Better Call Saul, Jennifer Lawrence, and several other celebrities in the West Village the last few days. They are able to go out. I have a hard time believing Ashley St. Clair was so famous she couldn't go out with the baby. Sorry, Ashley, I'm just gonna say it. A lot of these influencers think they are much more famous than they actually are. I think you could have taken the baby out. It was reported the baby's never even been outside to go for a walk. Alright, my friends, I have so much more to say about this topic. Right now, I'm leaning a little bit toward Elon because if they were already negotiating behind the scenes and then she went to the press to do sit-down interviews, that's kind of on her. I'm looking at her in a pretty bad light right now, but my opinion, of course, could change when I'm presented with new evidence. Like always, thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think about this Elon Musk, Ashley St. Clair situation. I understand why she would have fallen for him, but don't you guys agree? When you make adult decisions, you could have adult consequences. I will see you on the next one. Bye.